As I am reducing down the liquid, I cooked my beef in that I've shredded for some delicious tacos, and some pizza dough sitting back here warming up, which is actually pretty big. I made that like, I don't know, 5 days ago or something. I feel like getting a brew on. So I'm going to be kegging this beer, which I didn't make a video on. I made this 2 weeks ago, mostly all grain on the stovetop with I don't even know what grains, and then I think I put some LME in it and boosted it up, and it's been fermented out, and there was quite a bit of hops in it. It was El Dorado and I can't even remember. At the end there was like a hop oil on top of this. So as you see, this is sitting at 24, which is 75. I had it sit in front of my dehumidifier fermenting this time, so I'm going to keg this up and probably just use the yeast cake on this beer here and keep it going. So I got my handy dandy 5-gallon stainless pot. I got my grains, mostly specialty grains, put in there, and then I have my water, which, let's see, so it's like almost 3 gallons of water, but it's not quite. I'm not going to put it all in. This will be a mostly extract batch, just to get rid of some old stuff. And I'm only going to do a 30-minute boil. We'll call that good. I have some water in the fridge downstairs to help it cool down quicker. So literally, I'm going to put these grains in frio, cold. There's the heat. Just put it on. This is the highest burner on this gas stove, so really just have that soak until the water gets to about 170, and then pull it out, and then you pull it off the heat, and I'm going to add the LME. So here's that beer lineup now. So I changed it up. Be a can of Mutton's Pale Ale, so that'll take care of all my bitterness. It's going to be a kg of this Spanish honey and 3 pounds of amber LME. And you can see there is a fair bit of color coming from those steeping grains, which I will be checking temperature soon. And damn, that is looking so good. Gonna have some tacos, I guess, while I do this, and a keg of beer too. So it's sitting at 152. And I'm just taking a break, gonna have the gas off and let it sit like that as I enjoy these tacos I just made with some really spicy salsa I made, hasta picante, onions, and cilantro. It's gonna be so good. So I'm having a home brew here. I had a thermometer in here, so it was saying 169 Fahrenheit. So we're gonna pull these grains out, rinse that off. Those tacos were amazing, and I used a pressure cooker to cook that beef. I think it was like a sirloin tip roast. So, well, that drains so much, maybe I'll speed up the video. I'm going to put it in this bowl and probably put back whatever comes out anyways. It's very chocolatey. That's enough for me. So I guess I could show. As you can see, it boils on. So I'm only doing a 30 minutes, so I'm already down to 28. Got the honey and the can kit sitting there next to it. Again, it is a gas stove, so letting it heat up like that. And I got my hop strainer in there. I'm not sure what I'm going to throw in, but it'll be at the end, maybe at flame out or whatnot. Who knows? I'll figure it out then. So I just weighed out 1 ounce of Fuggle hops. So that will be going in. Boil's still going good. Yeah, I'll put some light on here, as you see, as it fogs up some. Guess I got 8 minutes left in my 30-minute boil. Haven't put the honey in yet, which it is warming up. See, sometimes it does that. Maybe I'll put that in at 5, something like that, or at flame out. It's fine by me too. So maybe I'll do flame out and the can kit at flame out, and the hops almost at flame out. So 4 minutes left. I think I'm going to throw the hops in. Move that, and that's the only reason I put this thing in. Just to do that and a little cleanup. A little easier to clean up and less in the Muslim bags. So there that is. And then when flame out comes, honey, can kit, sink, cool it down.
I can't explain. There is no easy.
So I'm going to keg up this beer. As you see, it's the kveik yeast. Quite the bit in there. My keg is sanitized, and I'm just sanitizing my auto siphon, which I have star sand in there, which I've pumped through. All the hose is sitting in star sand. I'm just letting it sit for like the minute and do that, and then it'll be keg this with the priming sugar actually, and let it sit, because I got 3 kegs in there. One's 100% full, one's probably a quarter, the other's a half. So I can wait a couple weeks or a week. So the bottles have all melted, so I am going to add more frozen water bottles to help this cool down, and then it'll probably be enough. Frozen water bottles. Great for camping, great to help cool down your beer. And if you stir it, it speeds it up. Kveik yeast can probably take something this warm, but I am diluting it with some cold water that's in the fridge in the basement where my kegs are. I'll let that sit a bit longer, and then I will put this in the carboy. So it's cooled down enough. Actually, it's had a little taste of it. You can really taste the honey actually. It's nice. Can't really taste the hops, so I'm going to get rid of these the hop strainer here with the fungal hops. Then we'll carry this downstairs, pour down that yeast cake and top it up with some water and see how quick she picks up. These things are pretty handy. I did recently purchase a much larger one, which you'll see when I make another big beer on my 10 plus gallon system. Because this only holds so many hops. 1 ounce of hops and it's already up here. So, even though my brews I've been just bittering with my homegrown Holocaust because I have so much of it, and so much of it again this year. Okay, so I'm going to bring it downstairs.
Someday I'm gonna pass the test. Someday I'm gonna do my best.
So I know I didn't check gravity or anything like that. It says it's probably at like 21-ish. You can see no yeast sediment on the bottom. It's all mixed up. Pretty much on the line of the crowd zone, so I should get at least 5 gallons. Again, this is a 6.5 gallon carboy. And let's see what time it is. It's now 4:30. We'll see how quick it takes to take off. Well, look at that beautiful pizza I made that I've already had 2 slices. Well, let's go check on that beer. I guess it's been 4 hours since it's been sitting on that yeast, which is a long time for that yeast, which it seems to be on a slow start. I just checked on it and put the camera on, so let's go have a look. I know it is mid-September and I live in Ontario, Canada. It is, well, you can see the star sand in there, so it's foaming up. There's not a huge cryozone layer or anything like that, but the airlock is moving pretty good. As you can wait and see. So tomorrow morning I'm sure it'll be pretty high up. It's a quick moving yeast. Normally this is the slowest it's been, but I guess it's the longest since I haven't used it in 2 weeks. So I really should maybe wash the yeast after this. I was going to say that after the last one I was seeing a film of green, it was like green film on there, and I only put 2 ounces of hops in the end of the boil, and I don't know why, but boy, it smelled like hops when it was fermenting. Like in the airlock you could smell just those hops. So I'm looking forward to that, which is sitting right here, cake conditioning with some priming sugar, which I'll even give it a little, see, it's already building up pressure. So that'll be probably good in a week or so. So this is fermenting away, and in a couple of weeks maybe I'll be drinking it, or longer. And as you can see, this is early the next morning, and I guess it's sitting at about 24. It's definitely fermenting away, as the airlock says. Well, until the next brew, Outdoor Brewman signing off.